Now this is going to be embarrassing. I'm ready. All right. Okay, here we go. Once again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Tyler, and welcome back to Scorpio Oxman channel. And welcome to the Scorpio Ox Day, also known as Day of the Platypus in primal astrology. And that occurs today on this day, July the 7th, 2025. We have the Scorpio moon. It is also Day of the Ox in Vietnamese astrology, also known as Chinese astrology. There's the year sign of the Chinese astrology, but we also have the month sign and the day sign as well. So again, Scorpio moon combined with day of ox. Just like pretty much all the other signs, this particular one, it occurs during, uh, it will probably occur once or twice a year when this combination happens with the moon and day, with Scorpio moon and day of ox combine. And so here you go. I'm going to just point out, I'm going to leave the link below for you to read on those who are spirit of the platypus. And as I've pointed out here for you today, which is the 7th day of platypus, and PA, of course, stands for primal astrology. And there you have it. Scorpio moon, also plus combined with day of ox. So here are famous people who were born on day of the ox and with who also have a Scorpio moon. Now, I want to point out that uh, either Scorpio or Ophiuchus, either of those will count as being spirit of the platypus as long as they are combined with the day of ox in the Chinese astrology. Okay. And I could go ahead and mention that Jeff Goldblum, his moon is actually Ophiuchus. So he has the Ophiuchus moon and day of ox. Now that combination, that will still count as spirit of the platypus for him because all the evidence is there in the description of when you read about the description of the spirit of the platypus, very much, and I'm going to show you some evidence of it as well as we continue to scroll down, I'll point that out to you as well. So Jason Bateman and Jeff Goldblum, two very incredibly talented actors, and also someone else who uh, I found out it was also born day of the platypus, who is Scorpio Ox spirit, is Count Yogi, who he was like the Houdini of the golf world, the sports world. So if you look him up, you would find out about him. And there's a lot of history about him. He's a legend in the golf books. For and he was definitely like a Houdini type of figure. And so yeah, so there's these guys. Now there was somebody else I took notice of. I don't know who it is. But here he is right here. I don't know. So there's a picture here of this. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, so I wrote down for you what I thought of that image, and there you have it. And yeah, so and I have no idea who that is. So if anybody out there, if you could let me know who that guy is, if you know anything about him. Okie dokie. So I'm going to, I just happened to take this information off of the Primal Astrology website, what it says about them and what they're some of the things that they're like. There is no question that the platypus is one of the most unique and difficult to comprehend animals in the world. So there should be little surprise that people born under this sign of the platypus find themselves in a similar situation. Now, pointing out to Jeff Goldblum, uh, check this out. So in the section in the paragraph you read about careers and goals. This is what it says. It says most of them referring to them. Most prefer a career that deals with math, science, or finance. Okay. And I just wanted to point this out right here. Okay. So regarding math, so Jeff Goldblum, he played a mathematician in Jurassic Park. So that's just something I'm pointing out. And of course, when he was in the movie The Fly, um, by Cronenberg, in the movie The Fly, so about science. So he played a scientist, and again, so that's an example. Now I know people could say, okay, but Tyler, that's a coincidence. That it says that about the other signs too. Well, it does say with some of them, but not with all of them. Okay. But it's not like of course any of the signs could be a mathematician, but the thing is, it's like how extreme and deep are they into it though is could be the question, right? So it's like, how passionate are they about it is the question, right? So we have to think of that as well. So if they're into the sciences and in the mathematics, so on and so on. So it's like, so the platypus, they would be very deeply in love with those topics, of course. Okay. So by the way, I wanted to just mention, so to conclude this video, there's something I missed. The last video I did, which was on the 50-year anniversary of Jaws. I mentioned about the spirit of the great white shark. Now, there was a couple of celebrities that I really should have mentioned. I really wish that I should have mentioned, and I'm going to point them out right now. Okay. So I'm going to scroll down to show you. And again, I'm going to leave the link below for you guys to read more about Spirit of the Platypus. And so there you have it. So from previous video, who else is Spirit of the Great White Shark? So I mentioned big, huge celebrities, famous people who, Jonah Hill, is one, and Connor, the UFC, um, in the sports world, the UFC champion, superstar Conor McGregor. And also, I mentioned Sandra Oh, the actress. Sandra Oh was another as well, and James Harden of the NBA, and who I was really regretting not mentioning these famous people. So I really should have. So I just wanted to point them out as well, and none other than Emily Blunt. She's one of, like, easily no introduction needed, right? Emily Blunt, also another sports superstar. So the great white shark people, they seem to do very well in the world of sports. It seems, because we have Josh Allen, of the NFL, of the Buffalo Bills. So the National Football League superstar. He's in right up there with the sports superstars like Tom Brady and all the others. So yeah, I definitely had to point him out as well. Okay, so yeah, there you have it. for with them. So thanks again, guys, and thanks again for joining me today. And thanks again. So again, keep sending me your emails. I answer your questions on astrology, and in general, I answer your questions for free. So thanks again, guys. Until next time, all the best. God bless. Thank you. Sending lots of love.